Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 with my continuing look at the new Panzer Corps II Frontlines Battle of the Bulge. Now, if you haven't seen some of the earlier videos in this series, Frontlines is the idea that it's taking a much smaller campaign frame, instead of like Barbarossa or um, North Africa, to look at a smaller series of connected battles, like the Battle of the Bulge or Watch on the Rhine or the Ardennes Offensive, however you want to know this title as, for the battles. So that's what we're playing here and looking at now. And yes, Arno, hello, over on Twitch. I'm back online. And I don't like rough starts to streams. I know most people are probably watching this live or the upload here. I use a company called Restream that takes my stream that I stream up and out. Instead of me sending it to say YouTube or Twitch, I send it to them and they send it out to 5 places, which includes YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Twitter, Kick, which I don't know how good Kick's ever going to be, and yeah, that's it. The 5. I counted up to 5. Wow, people. And so, for some reason, once in a while, it just does. I think I've limited everything else. I think, and it's their ingest service where they take it in. I think once in a while, it just goes to a bad intake, and I had 2 starts, and I'm now manually setting what the intake is going to be. So these guys here look like they're Americans, but are they? Yeah, they're gray there. They're Germans. These are the Americans here. That's what I was wondering. But she was calling 11th U.S. Infantry, 1943. No, but these are the Germans that got dressed up as Americans, where these are Germans down here playing Germans. Yes. So we've attacked them. Do we want to push out and attack them? I don't know that we do want to. I think we're good. I think we're good. And as a bunch of creators are talking about, I too, in my small way, have seen a massive reduction in views since January. Now that, to me, originally was sort of in my mind explained, hey, it's past sort of the Christmas season, things are just down a little bit, people are getting back to their lives from holidays, but it's hanging around so long that it could be one of those things like, we're not sure that it's aliens, but it's ancient aliens, that it's political, but I think it is. I think it is. I'm not sure. It's one of the places to sort of hold. Okay, well, we have the Panther up here that we've dealt with. Well, I think we're going to stay here this turn. These guys are holding as good as they can. Down here, we've defeated several attacks. Okay. Let's give this. Okay. They've pushed in here. They've that these guys here are not doing well. I think they are surrounded right now. Now they are. Okay, well, I think we can do something about that. I think we will. Okay. Okay, up here. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Well, that was just a simple thud, but these guys will come out of their protection city. They retreated back. Now we'll push up. No, I don't like that, but we're going to stay back here. We're going to move the anti-tank gun into town, though. And fire at them. Well, what does this guy has? Butcher against infantry units, ooh, and rapid fire. Ah, we got Hetzer coming here. Okay, we'll just plus him up to here. And he's at his max. Now, got the dudes here in... Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, the artillery piece is going to fall back. He doesn't need to be on the front lines. Nice long Tom. Fire. Ooh, it actually took him down. They retreat back. And that gives us the ability to reinforce. Now up here, a 5mm howitzer is going to go after this German heavy infantry. And they're going to be taken out entirely. Good. Peg and reduce down heavily. They got pushed back. They got hit hard and pushed back. Well, I thought there might be somebody there. Lids creaking here. Overrunning back into relative protection. Reinforce you. Oh, we could have fired only at him. That's not terribly useful. Okay, well, I think we'll move up to the protection of these woods. My instinct is to go get that, but I don't know if it's... check that if it's doable. These guys just cannot get there. These guys could fire up. Empty tank. No, I think we need to wait on things here. We're doing really well. But we've got 10 more turns. Now, I do want to say, like I was saying earlier, views are down. And I know part of the views are even more down is because I've been putting up Panzercorps, just because I've been playing so much Hearts of Iron for considerable amounts of time here, different modded games. And just, I have not wanted to take, and part of it is needing to do a deeper dive with Black Ice. And I just haven't wanted to take some of the time to do that. So I'm just sort of a little burnt out on it, I guess would be the appropriate thing to say about it. I really do love the game. That isn't the question here. It's just, is this... Got the town. At least got the troops in the town. Bye-bye. Yeah. Okay. Now that we found this, I could attack it and lose a lot of... and lose even more. Uh-huh. That's a Wolverine. This is a Jackson. Jackson do a bit better. But we'll gun him with that. Okay. You guys move up to here. You move up to there. Yeah, I think you made the right choice seeing that King Tiger up there. And YouTube, although I think there is a significant audience for a game like this, I both worry that is YouTube even showing it to my viewers, my normal viewers, because it's, yes, it's different, and maybe you're looking at, well, you're probably not you at this point, because if you had been looking at it, you would probably, ooh, you've been hit hard, probably have decided to not, or to watch this, but others may be, oh, this is not the game I want to watch, so I'm not watching it. And I understand. That should unencircle these guys, which will allow me to reinforce you. We reduce their captured recon, or do we reduce that? We'll take that pretty heavily. Guys, hello, Varmint 22. Yes, the Battle of the Bulge. Watch on the Rhine. Do we come out of our forests and take them out? don't have any fire support, but I don't know that there's other than this one stug over here, which is damaging, but is not that damaging. I like your gun emojis, those are cool. These engineers can move off the heights, stay in the forest, which will give them protection, and take out the bridging. There we go. Bridging unit, goodbye. And so, I don't know if you guys want to help me or not. Of course, big thing is liking the videos. Commenting on the videos. Just say hi if nothing else. That really helps. And yeah, maybe if you could tell a friend at some point that, hey, the channel exists. I mean, I know you're war gamers. Trust me, I know it. You don't really have friends. But pretend you do and find somebody random and say they should watch the channel. Just think, you might make a friend, actually. I'm going to be interested in what's going with that. We got this Hetzer down here pushing us. We got an anti-tank gun supporting, though it's only 57. But it's also supporting infantry there. And this looks like the Flum attack, which it is. If they attack there, it looks like they're going to get butchered. And here, yeah, I think this is about where we need to be. So let's just end this turn. They pushed us there and they pushed us back and we survived. Wow, we survived. Okay. Read back. Okay, so they pushed in here, didn't take any damage from the Wolverine attacking this artillery here. Okay, I think I see what we need to do here. There, oh, he has the no close defense thingy. Right. You've got 2 shots this turn. Boom. Down by 1. Okay. He's now encircled. And he is now backed up with 90mm anti-tank gun. Not yet. That would be a good one. And now what that could be would be a good one would be the because the idea still, I believe, Arno, with this, because this is the first front lines that they've done, is you're playing your core unit. And so through multiple engagements. So what might be good would be the relief call, playing the relief column primarily. There were a bunch of back and forth battles, and German for what the Netherlands had, there was one sort of high spot that the Germans had been on, but the Americans captured it, I believe, from reading, and then the Germans once or twice pushed offensives against that, and the Americans just barely held out. So there could be a bunch of operations there that That reducing down, but still not enough to deal well with some of this. Okay. Ooh, got rocket artillery there. And this has showed up as an artillery gun. Okay, we're gonna take that out. So it's definitely a decent candidate. Okay, this guy attacked us, went after our artillery support there. Don't know what, I think the Flampanzer may have just burnt itself out. Retreat you back to there. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. We're gonna fire first, and then retreat you back. Not that I thought that was gonna do much good. Okay, well. Alright, well. Hey, ZZ. Up here. These guys have been so badly battered. Okay, they're gonna move up. These guys are gonna move up and attack there. They're not gonna move any further forward because I don't know what. Because these guys are gonna come here to give all of these units, including this unit here, anti-tank support. So if that captured Sherman, well, they did capture a few Shermans, but you know, handfuls. Okay, reinforce you. Did you just move back there? I'm not sure this turn. Okay, so we had him. Oh, I did not. Let's. Yeah. Let's just elite reinforce you. Found it on you a bit, but you're cut off from attack without. They're all cut off, so he cannot. He can attack out, but he can't. He's fired all of his shots up there. And yeah, we're going to stay here, and we're going to elite reinforce you in here. Now they have that artillery piece there. Let's see, we're going to move you up to here, keep you in the forest. Oh, spotted another unit. Okay, good. Now we're protecting the flank of that artillery piece there. Yeah, outside of your range. You already killed him, so yeah. I'm going to move you up just so you get the anti-tank support. If it's going to come around and attack directly. And it would not be difficult, just, you know, for the Arnhem Relief column, other than making the maps. I think all the unit types are already in the game now. I was just thinking, Arno, you know, making a, you know, Defense of the Netherlands campaign kind of thing would be fun, but, you know, in 1940, but that would be having to create a whole new set of units for the Dutch. And, you know, it's a fair amount of work, not insurmountable, but still a fair amount. Okay, he come after my troops and been reduced down, and they're reduced down because we're grounded somewhat, so we got to deal with that. Okay, you are going to come up and deal with him. One surrounds them. You have the high ground in this guy here. Right. Okay, I think instead of pounding on him, we're going to pound on him. And take him out like that. There we go. That will allow us to reinforce this guy. Keep the pressure up. Okay, down here where they're pushing hard. I pushed on this guy here and did not do well, it looks like. Now down here where we did have that Hetzer, well, let's use my reconnaissance vehicle to see if we can spot any more Germans. I did not spot any more Germans. We're going to move up to heavy infantry. We're going to go to guard the town. We're going to be a little more cautious and move up there. Instead of presuming there's just like one little infantry unit or something there to take on. If we get that guy killed, we'll be doing pretty well. I don't really want to push him out of our encirclement circle. Move you up to here so that, yeah, we may take more damage, get shot back up, but we did damage, and we didn't take damage. That was good. And we've whittled them down a bit more. Good. Over here. Okay, well. First, but oh well. Oh, well, no, take them down. Take them down a little bit. Oh, we'll wait. Move the artillery up here a bit. For here. And it is still supported, right? Okay, so we need to soon really start going on the offensive here. How do I tell if this is again closed? Let's the core unit. No, I don't. No, I think it's these are the core units, so it's not a core unit. So I don't want to use up elite replacement. We'll just do regular replacements. Yeah, we got a waste. Okay. Well, that still exists, but we can take care of this. No, we had infantry there. Maybe I could have been able to do that, but see, that's what I was worried about. Okay, you come here. Take these guys off. Very good. Now here, boom. They retreated all the way back to there. So we're going to come up to here. We're going to take out these 4 criminal types. Okay, you come up to here. Okay, see, there we go. We found Germans. We don't need to retake that spot, but we do need to retake that and that. Okay, you are now multiple turns in of being without fly. You. You're moved back to. Ah, good. No losses. Okay. Probably somebody in there which would stop me. They're going to stop me from doing this. Oh, nope. I'm going to undo both of those things. Never mind. I'm taking my undos. Not because I didn't like the result of a combat. That's a bit different. Reason for doing or not doing that. I'm doing it because I didn't like the maneuver. Okay, let's start off with some artillery to reduce their readiness. Back, so we're going to see. Very good. So they're done with down here. Now, I think with that, we can move you up to here. We're going to move you just in to keep it from being rushed by somebody. You can move up. And you can move up. We're going to push on that now. We got a bunch of forces that are left behind back there that we've not been using other than occupying. Okay, so here is mostly just destroy. Well, we could push on. Let's see, Savlot. No, here. So, retake Savlot. We gotta retake Savlot. So now that we've done this, we need to start thinking about that. We got 6 turns. Okay, so we're going to push hard for Savlot now. Okay, I think we can do this. That way they get out and get with some anti-tank gun protection. They've got it too. Okay. Move up to this American town here, held town here. There we go. It's a little village, but still. I don't know why he didn't move out of the encirclement zone to like here, and then in the hopes of next turn. Resupplying. Well, hello. We found a Panzer 470V, which I think is a very, very cool, very, very effective weapon. Okay, so we are going to mostly abandon this over here. Not 100%, but I say mostly. We'll leave these. We'll move you to the rear, and we'll move you to actually holding them up. There we go. They're being held. Right. These guys here have been, well, they've been much used. Okay. Deal with this mess here. Okay, now you thought that you were not going to, you were going to get out of things by going into there. It's not going to be the case. And we're going to hunt you down in the woods to destroy you. Now this is very historical, what just happened here. And what did just happen here? And why is it historical? I'm a great admirer of the concept of Kampfgruppe Piper, Battle Group Piper. Piper was a Waffen SS guy, evil. We're not even, we just know that they're evil. That isn't the real question. The question is, what was he doing? Now, they did use some of the, there were a bunch of, false flag type units in the Battle of the Bulge. Some of them were, and I don't know if we still see some of the wreckage, were Panthers made up to look like M10s. From a distance, and if you're, in real war, from a distance, that's all it needs to really sort of be like it for you to, hold your fire. And if that's, driving down the road, painted American green, American stars on it, and it looks sort of like an M10. And I don't even know how many average GIs know what an M10 looks like or doesn't look like. Oh, you can come down here and get that. Okay, well, we do need to retake that. So, we're doing some of that stuff with Kampfgruppe Piper. But what I really sort of admire, and I know I've talked about this in other episodes here, but is the idea of a relatively small, self-contained, meaning all the supporting units, force that goes out with the idea of breaking deeper into the enemy lines than your your um, your front lines. Get behind the enemy lines. And part of the idea is you may go say, well, that's where the front line is now. This is not like paratroopers or more modern day helicopter borne troopers coming in, while there's still a contiguous front line. Well, what I'm saying for the unit is to not rely on rear area support, which includes, um, ammunition and fuel and food and that kind of stuff, and fire support and whatever, that may break through the enemy front lines without breaking through the enemy front lines, just getting through. Because yeah, we can look at World War One, and basically from the Swiss border to the sea, there's continuous front lines with somebody watching every mile of it. Maybe and I don't know quite how dense the trenches were along that whole border, but basically that was one contiguous battlefront, and that there was no gaps. But you look at particularly like on the Eastern Front of either World War One or World War Two, there's lots of areas where there's nobody, maybe nobody on either side, and it's just open territory. It's just too big, and you could drive a battalion, a division across some open air space or through some forest or whatever, but open is in the sense of not even watched, let alone uh, you know uh, with a screening force or a proper front line. It's just in the rear. What's all this red I'm seeing? I guess I'm seeing on the mini map here. I don't know. And you can get even on closer terrains like the Battle of the Bulge, through the Ardennes forest, of pushing through an area that may not be watched, a gap between two units, and not worry about creating a gap to open um, for follow-on units. You're just getting yourself through them, again, preferably without any engagements of opposition, and then getting into the enemy rear. And you very well may have an objective, but mostly you're not designed to do something like, Arno was talking about Market Garden earlier, designed to take a specific um, point. And the reason that is I feel with the concept as much as anything else, is that it's sort of like water flowing. It's to go in behind the enemy and hit things like the supply dump, or maybe capture a bridge or destroy a bridge. Um, it's to hit, command locations, to hit enemy reinforcements that are, hurrying down the road in column, whether trucks or marching or whatever it is, that aren't expecting to engage units. And it may be an enemy relief column spearheading there, that's spearheading, and it is in a battle sort of formation, but you're setting up an ambush at a place that it's unexpected. And if you have the sort of the reason why the type of unit that I envision from reading about Kampfgruppe Piper, it's that if it finds one of its objectives to be well guarded, well, don't attack it, because this is not meant to be, and his unit wasn't, a large unit that could sustain a lot of casualties. It's like, oh, well, this is being held strong. Well, maybe we should push down to here because this was being held strong up here. Maybe they should have moved that Panther and King Tiger down this way and push through here. Keep a more, don't worry about specific objectives nearly as much. And you would do better I think with that, well, I guess we're coming this way. Yes, we have. And we want back up. Coming on these guys. And so you have that flexibility in operations where you don't have to take a specific thing. I really like that. Now, what happens with Kampfgruppe Piper is that they're reasonably successful. They do come in, they do push deep, they do cause disruption, and it partially what the whole idea of the unit, as I foresee, is that as you move in, higher level commands, that don't have this kind of godlike seeing of what's actually here and actually unit strength. Is this at 15 or is this at 2? You don't know. You just get a report. Germans holding Troy Pont, or however you pronounce this, Troy Ponts. Oh, Germans holding there. Well, what do? Do we send 3 battalions in relief, or do we send a couple of companies, to help take the place? If you're the guys way back here when you're getting these reports, what do you do? Well, I don't know. Let's just move you. I don't think we're going to have the report taken, so we'll get you up here. So if you're, and the Germans back in the 19th century came up with a war game called Kriegsspiel, and that's basically battle talk, in which you would be, at least how I've had it described to me, or read descriptions of it, is it would normally be, it could be a one-sided in which, you or your team is sitting in a room, and the people running the game are are throwing stuff at you. But it was also designed in which your team, your side, would be in a room. You could have a map table. I don't think they used, wargaming tables with figures on it, but maybe, I don't know, but a map table in which you would put, counters or something to represent your units. And you would have the other team in a different room, and they would have the same map, and they would put their counters on where, at least where they believed their units were, because some units might be out of line of sight of the command team. And then in the third room is where the umpires would be running the game with a map table that showed reality. And so they would then write out, or someone would come in and give reports. Like, we encountered troops here, or we're taking heavy fire there. And so, we spotted a group of, because this is sort of, late 19th century, and this says, a group of Uhlans, sort of mounted lancers are spotted over here. So you'd put so your side, not the umpire would put it on the map. Your side would put it where they think the report was that they spotted these guys. And they'd be maybe unsure of the size. Is it a company out scouting? Or is it a battalion or regiment or whatever moving in strength? And so you may not know. And so you would have to sort of talk through what you're doing. Give orders. You go here, you do this, you do that. I'm just checking something while I'm talking. Yeah, it looks good. And so you don't know reality. You just know your reports, and then you make command decisions based on the reports, and the idea that you cannot see much of the battlefield, yourself. You're just fighting that out. And so if you are like the Battle of the Bulge, and you have a unit that is pushed deeper into enemy lines, it can cause reports. Well, where is the front line even actually? Not where are your units, because some of your units may be cut off from the front line. You're just wondering where the front line even is. And so things like that make me, yeah, good. We got that sort of kind of. Yeah, we can. That was the one sort of thing I was sort of kind of worried about. You just retreat to there. Oh, good. At least that dinged him a bit, and we'll come to here and took them out. Okay, we're gonna move up here. Ooh, we do not have enemy spotted there, so we will retake this right now. There we go. And mission, we're back to 5 holding there. Good. Let's move you here. We don't really want to sit on the rivers. There we go. That is good. Okay. And so what happens, sort of finish this part of the story again, is Kampfgruppe Piper moves deep into the enemy, is engaging. Eventually, basically, if I remember correctly, runs out of fuel and gets surrounded. So he's no longer able to maneuver. And then eventually he's running out of ammunition because there was no plans to resupply him. But if you can't, run away from a stronger enemy force, maneuver away, you've got to engage them. So you're getting overrun. You're using up your ammo, that kind of thing, and that's what was happening with Piper. And they eventually go, oh yeah, everybody head home, best you can, kind of thing. And that's what they do. Get out where you can. And so that's what happened to Piper, and that's sort of what happened with here. He ran out of supplies, got cut off, ran out of supplies, and then got pushed into the forest and died. So that is sort of a historical. I don't know if this is meant to be the end of Piper, this mission here, but up here, ooh, okay. We had a German offensive against us. We had some anti-tank guns, which looked like they worked, very much in the sense of the enemy here looks like more damaged. Okay, so you're going to come in here. You want to shoot at you? Not maybe so much. Okay, not armed pretty, or not much at all. Okay. Jackson right up here. We'll just you stay in front. Okay, so we got a notable Waffer and some infantry. I think they're sort of kind of contained there. So we will move up like this. Let's move that up like that. We don't need to take that, but we do want sort of the pressure there so that they don't want to move units to other places. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll take a hit. We push them out. If we take this, they'll move up here and give fire support. And these guys will give anti-tank support if there is an anti-tank push down from the north up here. It doesn't look too much like it. So right now we've got, we haven't retaken Savoie yet, but all of the rest we have done. Okay, well, hello. See, we found enemy. We are going to move the Jackson to here. You to behind the Jackson. First, we're going to move up our big heavy artillery. You are there, okay. I'm going to move you back to being artillery. Move you up as well. Okay, so we're pushing on, what is it, Savelot? Hey, Felipe, how you doing? Yeah. That's how it goes. Trust me, blondes will reject you, because the reason blondes reject so many people is because so many guys go after blondes. So they have their pick. They have their pick. Oh, we have German counteroffensive over here, it looks like. Well, I think we're going to hold out. Hopefully. Maybe not as clear as I'd like, but okay. Well, march, counter, march, disorder. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. And there is that myth that nice, smart guys are what people are looking for. Take this unit out. Well, not entirely. Now that's entirely taken out. I think there's... Yeah, still these guys here. Uh-huh. And hello, Toy Jet. How are you doing today? Those are 150 millimeter guns. No wonder why we're not doing so super great against them. Okay, they did come after these guys here, but we are going to try to encircle them here. These guys are going to come up to here. Okay, well, we want to... Yeah, we're probably going to do a little bit of this counter-march disorder kind of thing. These are in trucks. These guys are also in trucks. I think we're still going to risk the trucks because they're going to reinforce. To do fleet reinforce, but they did. Okay. Bit of artillery back there. Do some suppression of the artillery. Well, that is very good. Life is good for Toy Jet, and I hope for everyone here. Oh, I know we have our hardships, but this still doesn't mean life is not good. Yeah, but to a point, we all judge people by the outside. But yeah, you ate it all. Oh no, Toy Jet, no. I remember this guy from way down in the south. He's moved up to the north. Okay, well, hey, what do you know? All right, well, we need to take down here. I knew that guy was there. I hadn't forgotten. I should have, though, moved him there. Ah, wow. Did we get all of our things? I hope so. Not I have to go back and replay. I think we got all the additional things. Top brass is hugely relieved that we were able to stop Pipe, sir. Piper, I should say. Don't group it Piper. Um, that's one major headache less, but the enemy is still plowing forward in the center of the front. Piper's advance, already delayed early on, remained a short-lived endeavor. Resistance in the front of him had stiffened with the arrival of the 82nd Airborne, leading to frantic attempts to still break through without reinforcement and supplies. Under heavy counterattacks, the rest of his men finally abandoned their vehicles and melted away to reach German lines on December 23rd. The best equipped German formation achieved little, but responsible for several war crimes against Belgian civilians and U.S. POWs. Yes, the Malmedy massacres. This led to hardening resistance on the American side, some units adopting an unofficial no prisoners approach when it came to the SS. Yes, when you are when you behave so badly that even the U.S. won't take you prisoners. Yep, that's... We're going to continue here. Okay, but I'm going to go back and look at the save in just a moment here. But well, let's see. Yeah, no, yeah, we should end this episode. It's been going on long enough. Don't worry, guys. In the live stream, we're going to keep going, but we're going to end the episode here and come back as we continue. Thanks, everyone. See you next time for more, yes, more historical gaming.